It's March, and it feels so good to be in a place where the sun warms the fields and forests around me. Here in southern Ontario, Harry and I walked and cycled in the tranquil countrysides of West Elgin and Dutton-Dunwich. The sky was a deep shade of blue, and the sun shone brightly, casting a warm glow on everything it touched. The air was cold and bit at my cheeks. A gentle breeze rustled through the trees, and the first signs of spring were beginning to appear. Snowdrops, the first flowers of spring, were in bloom at my feet, their flower heads bouncing in the wind. The Canadian Trail through West Elgin is entirely on roads, ranging from flat to hilly, with surfaces that range from paved to gravel. We pass by beautiful and peaceful fields, farmhouses, and woodlands. It's important to note that this trail would be best for experienced cyclists, especially since the vehicle's speed limits can reach up to 80 kilometers an hour. The West Elgin Trail ends where the Dutton-Dunwich Trail begins. As we cycled along, we came across a rest stop nestled by the roadside, complete with a handful of picnic tables scattered about the area. Some of the tables were basked in the warm sunlight, while others lay under the cool shade of trees. From our vantage point, we were treated to a serene view of farms and fields, adding to the already delightful ambience of the place. According to the Canadian Trail website, a woodland trail along the route was closed until further notice because several bridges had been damaged during a storm. But I couldn't help but notice the sunlit opening into the woods, the trees rustling in the breeze, and the sunbeams dancing through the branches. I couldn't resist the call of the wild, and so I took a few steps onto the path, hoping to catch a glimpse of the trail ahead. As I walked deeper into the woods, I could smell the sweet scent of pine and cedar and hear the murmur of a nearby creek. I stumbled upon a little wooden bench. It looked as though it might have been placed there for someone to mount a horse. I had hoped to reach the bridges and see the storm damage for myself, but my journey was cut short by another sign. This one warned me that it was hunting season and that the trail was off limits until further notice. Despite the disappointment, I turned around and went to have a quick look at the trail from the other end. The trail, however, had seen better days, and many trees had fallen across the path. We cycled on to John E. Pierce Provincial Park on the shore of Lake Erie. I took a short loop trail through a forest to a former lookout over Lake Erie. The cliffs below have become unstable and dangerous from erosion caused by wind, waves, and weathering. The park has installed barriers and warning signs, and the area is closed to ensure the safety of visitors. There is a single picnic table on the lookout and a circular monument to John E. Pierce for donating his land to the province. The Bacchus Page House Museum is located on the grounds of the park in a restored 1850s Georgian-style house. Inside, you'll find a treasure trove of artifacts and exhibits, including period clothing, furniture, and tools. Each room is meticulously decorated and arranged, providing a glimpse into daily life in the 19th century. Back on the road, we continue through Dutton-Dunwich toward the township of SOUTHWOLD. Southwold is described on the Trans-Canada Trail map as a cycling connector route with high volume, high-speed motor vehicle traffic where motorized users are prioritized. Trans-Canada Trail recommends using this section with extreme caution. We pedaled into the city of St. Thomas on a Rails to Trails path. This trail led to the elevated park, a massive rail bridge redeveloped as a park in the sky, suspended 95 feet up in the air over the Kettle Creek Valley. There are only a few elevated parks in the world, and this is the first one in Canada and is also part of the Canadian Trail. From here, the trail took us around the Castle Railway Station, a beautifully restored historic railway station in downtown St. Thomas. We're coming to the end of this week's Journey on Two Wheels. And if you enjoy our videos, we've got just one tiny request. Please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next adventure.